everyone. This is a live stream, so that's nice. So basically, it's just going to be a bit more, maybe just to sort of get more chill with the live streams and everything like that. Because usually they're very scripted, not scripted, I guess, but it's very organized, I guess. But this is going to just be a bit more chill and laid back and relaxed and everything. So that's yes, that's nice. So as we get stuff up like that, I'm just gonna get up the topics and questions and everything up, waiting for someone to get online. Someone should be online reasonably quickly. Anyway, if you guys are watching this after a live stream that's on like a week or a day or a couple hours or something like that, I don't know, how you going? I'm good. Cool. Okay, this is really weird because I'm just like sort of just talking to myself. So there's the live stream mode. So basically, this is going to be a bit like last fortnight's one. It was a fortnight ago, wasn't it? Not the game Fortnite. Shadow. I don't like that game. You guys know what I mean. It was 2 weeks ago. So yeah, a fortnight. A fortnight ago, not a fortnight ahead. Or my time travel or something. So basically, yeah, it's gonna be it's sort of like a Q&A, like the last sort of thing. Then we're going to be talking about some topics. We're going to be talking about the Venom trailer. We might be talking about, I don't know, pretty much whatever comes into my head. We'll pretty much talk about it. I'll write it down and check it out. So now someone's here. Hello there. How is the going today? Oh, I'm really dead today. I'm stretching. Ow, my arm's out. Ow, that was rude. Probably should have done that before. Ow. I'm not prepared for this live stream at all. So, how you going? I feel like I'm just talking to myself again. How are you going? I'll wait patiently for your response. But if not, that's all right. So, yeah. So what I was basically just saying before, the Venom movie will probably be like DC movies. That's what I'm kind of worried about. It's Tom Hardy, so I'm happy. Yeah, I know what you meant. So I have faith in the movie, but I'm also really worried how it's going to turn out. Because Tom Hardy is one of the best actors in Hollywood. But sorry about that. We'll get to that later on. So the first question that you asked in the Discord, just a couple minutes ago now, like I don't know, like 30 or so. I don't know why I'm saying this like I'm timing it or anything. That's weird. Anyways, so will Flash Thompson be in the movie you're making? Because he's the only good Spider-Man character. So for people that don't know, I'm making a Spider-Man fan film. So it's yeah. I don't really want to reveal too much about that now, but it's not going to be like a full-length film like I don't know, Spider-Man Homecoming. It definitely doesn't have the budget for that. It's technically a $0 budget. But technically, if you want to get extremely technical, it's technically $500 budget. But that come out of own directors, which is my pocket and one of the actors' pockets. But so it's just gonna be like a short film, so like 10 minutes or so around that. We haven't started shooting it. That's a lie. We have started shooting it, but not in depth yet. So whether Flash Thompson will be in it, no, Flash Thompson won't be in the film. This is going to be more centered. There will be Easter eggs and references to a couple of different things. So there certainly is references of definitely a bigger world. And okay, so after I release like one of my films, a film that I work on, I'll do like a breakdown of it and stuff that I can like branch out. It branches out so it's like references and stuff. So you guys can like do it as well. So you can like do little breakdowns and like Easter eggs and stuff. But then I'll do one as well, and then I'll just sort of clear up any mixed messages or anything that you might be getting. That way we can just stay on the same page. Of course, I'll probably know just slightly more what's happening in the universe because I'm actually, uh, yeah, like creating the films, but that's all right. Uh, yeah, so I'll do like a little breakdown and stuff, point out some references to um, Flash Thompson or anything, or even some references to do with the villain, or other references to do with Peter's whole school life and everything like that. So I'm just sort of like repeating myself, going around in a circle with that question now. So yeah, the next question you asked was, do you like who do you like more, Swamp Thing or Man Thing? So for me, I've read quite a bit. Hey, LMAO, we're streaming right now. Wait, I'm just gonna quickly open up my Discord. That means if anyone comes online, I'll be like, what are you doing? Get on live stream. Not actually like that. I don't know, I like to hunt them down. No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna do that. Well, I could. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. So basically, um, I've read a little bits and pieces of both Swamp Thing and Man Thing. I haven't actually read a full blood series on them, so I've read. So in the Punisher 2009, Man Thing is featured in that, and I've read quite a few things with Swamp Thing as side characters or a character that's like that. So it's just in. Yeah, but I haven't actually read like a full on Swamp Thing, or I haven't read a full on Man Thing comic. But out of the two, I personally like both of the characters. Like I really like the concepts of Man Thing, has like everything burns at the Man Thing's touch. I think that's a really cool concept and everything. Then the on the Swamp Thing side of things, I really like his origin story. I think his origin story is one of the more creative ones. It's made by Alan Moore. If you don't know who Alan Moore is, he's wrote V for Vendetta. He wrote Watchmen. He's a really good he created John Constantine as well. But he's a really good writer. So between the two, I know it's sort of difficult to put, but I would put Swamp Thing just probably a little bit above that, probably not much. So I'm just going to type a message on the Discord chat. So bear with me for the second. Okay, done. I don't know why I said bear with me the first time. I could have just like typed it and just said what I was doing. Anyway, that's alright. Yeah, so Swamp Thing definitely is the the character that's a little bit above Man Thing at this point in time. I probably will end up reading more, which would consider Dr. Manhattan a god. Well, yeah, Dr. Manhattan technically is a god. In some ways he is. In some ways, I should have jumped into my answer and should have justified it a bit first. But he's near omnipotent, and considering he virtually, it's it's heavily assumed he has a big he either created DC Rebirth or had a big hand in DC Rebirth, considering what happened with Reverse Flash, what's happening with Doomsday Clock now, and there's been with Batman, the Flash, the Button. There's been lots of sort of stuff sort of mashed into that and together. So technically, in some ways, you could see Doctor Manhattan as a god if he literally created DC Universe. But he just a quick fun fact: Doctor Manhattan's been stuffing around with universes way before the events of Watchmen. Like in the Before Watchmen series, he was stuffing around with them. So actually, the Before what I just want to touch on the Before Watchmen series. The Before Watchmen series, they're good, but they're not great. Like the Before Watchmen comedian, that is that is bad. Like Before Watchmen comedian, it definitely has the good elements. Like I definitely like when he's fighting in Vietnam. Those parts are really good because it adds more depth to the character of Edward Blake or the comedian. But the parts spots when he's like outside and he's like in running around wherever he is in America or Hawaii, wherever he is, because he's in Hawaii in part of the story. But that part of the story, it's not that good. Let's just say it that way. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's not something that I'd rave about. The only really good part of that story is his infamous line in the story, which no, no one will really get. It's a bit of an in joke with Fesh on the Discord channel, uh, which I don't really want to go into here because that's stuff I don't really particularly want to say on stream or quote it on stream because that might have some bad backlashes. But it's not like racist or sexist or anything. It's just like it's just weird. It's just weird. But yeah. So, yeah, it's okay. So I'm just starting to say. So he's walking out and they're talking about attacking the Viet Cong, and then Edward Blake's just like, which is Edward Blake's the comedian, if you didn't know. And then he just like walks out and then he's like, it's time to, yeah, you know. I think you can fill in the blanks of that word there. So um, I like went off track. This started off talking about Dr. Manhattan as a god, and this like went over to Before Watchmen comedian stuff. But Before Watchmen Rorschach, just quickly touched on that before we move on. Before Watchmen Rorschach is really good. It is really, really good. That is a series that I do like. It does have its flaws, I'll admit that, but it's certainly a lot better than the other Before Watchmen series, which I think is certainly good. Because prequels, they're sort of using the money, cow in some ways, for the Watchmen. They're just sort of milking it to the end, which honestly I can't really blame them. Because if it makes money, go ahead, do it. But they should probably be a little bit more careful with how they do that. Because if they over milk it, then it's just gonna get bad. Anyway, so the next. Well, I said a little while back, but it was like half an hour, 45 minutes ago, on the Discord chat. So is Lobo immortal? So. But when I first got this question, I thought, yes, he's immortal. But then I thought I just wanted to get a little bit more evidence and facts just to sort of back up my claim. Because if I just sort of said that, then everyone's just going to be like, you need proof for that, you fool. So, technically speaking, yes, he is as he's permanently banished from both heaven and hell, as he proved too much for the demons in hell and caused too much havoc in heaven. That's basically a little sort of answer to that question. But I don't really see Lobo as like an overly popular character. He's not an overly popular character. He's an amazing character. I absolutely love him. Lobo is an amazing character. But just sort of have that sort of immortal thing about him. So this is going to sort of get into this whole Superman overpowered debate and stuff. But people that can combat Superman, like Parasite, General Zod, it depends actually what versions of those characters, and Metallo and everything like that. But Kryptonite Man's an amazing character. No, he's not. Kryptonite Man's not that good of a character. And I've read quite a bit of Kryptonite Man, and I'm saying that. I don't know why I've read quite a bit of Kryptonite Man. He's a character, so I thought, let's read these action comics in New 52 run. So I thought, sure, I got like halfway through it, and I thought, I can't really be bothered to read this anymore, which is probably bad. I probably should have stuck with the series, but it's anyways. So Lobo definitely. Why is Superman so overrated? Well, that is a good question. Why is Superman so overrated? I think that the writers are like, they think, okay, we have this character, let's just make him go all out. That means we can have stories like The Dark Knight Returns, for example, which is what the inspiration for Batman vs Superman was, which is basically what that story is, besides Green Arrow's in it. But I don't know, I think they sort of do that, and let's get like a super overpowered character. That means we can get these like big, excuse the pun, marvelous fight scenes. That means it's basically eye candy in comic form. So you see, like in the Star Wars prequels, the fight scenes that's eye candy, so it looks good to the eye. In some ways, it looks good to the eye actually, because the CGI is. Whew. But yeah, I think that they sort of make it as sort of like eye candy or something. Because the artwork for the Superman fights and stuff, they're actually quite well done. But you're having a character like Lobo that's virtually immortal and is a bounty hunter, that sort of adds a depth for Superman. Yeah, so we can get like good fights with that, such as in the Injustice comics. I think that's in like issue 1 or issue 0 or annual. I don't know. It's very early on in the piece, but Anyway, so who is my least favorite Mortal Kombat character? So if you guys don't know, I'm like a massive Mortal Kombat fan. I've wrote screenplays for it. I've done. Do you believe Marvel will overcome? Wait, I'll just get that question in a second. Do you ever believe Marvel will overcome? I can't speak English today. So I think Marvel will eventually come back out of it because we had that run for DC where they had quite bad titles. They had mixed titles, so they had good titles. They had the Batman 2011 run. They had Action Comics 2011. They had some good runs, but then they had like some really, really, really awful runs within the New 52, or runs that weren't. I wouldn't say awful, but runs that didn't really get that praise and stuff, and sort of got like boycotted, and not much attention was on them, and everyone was. It was widely acknowledged that they weren't that good. But so this is such as the new Suicide Squad or just the standard Suicide Squad series. Is it to 90% of Superman comics? Yeah, well, that's sort of true. So we do have some good Superman stories. So Superman Red Sun is a really, really good story. I absolutely love that. Issue 1 for Superman Red Sun, that's not that good. Issue 2 is pretty good. Then issue 3, the ending for issue 3 is, damn, that is really good. Like, that is the type of stuff, like, when I read it, I was like, wow. Like, I was just, wow. I was in shock that that happened. Like, I guess it was sort of a cliched run with, like, with the time travel and everything, but it was, like, it was a really, really, really good ending. One of the best endings that we've had in a sort of mini series from, when his son dies so badly. That sounds really bad out of context, but yeah, I sort of get what you mean. When they should have just kept Damian Wayne. That's it for the Suns. They shouldn't have brought in all this other stuff. So Damian Wayne adds more. He adds something to the Batman lore. Um, don't bring like sons and daughters into it. If you do, sort of do it down the line, or do it in like a spin-off series or something, like what they did with Simon Dark. But he only had like 12 issues that he's ever appeared in, which was his series, and that's it. And then he just like died off. But anyway, so who is my least favorite Mortal Kombat character? So if you guys don't know, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. Like I said before, I've wrote screenplays for it. So like movie length scripts basically. Um, I go over the lore often. I absolutely love Mortal Kombat, the universe. It's incredible, I feel. But my least favorite Mortal Kombat character, to be completely honest, I don't have a particularly least favorite Mortal Kombat character. I have characters that aren't particularly good as such. So there's like Mocap, which is not very good. Striker, I think this is a bit of a cliched one, Striker. But Striker does he could be a good character. They could make him a good character. They could make him cool and sort of fit into the universe like they did with like Johnny Cage or like Sonya Blade might be a good example because Johnny Cage is sort of meta. But yeah. Actually, talking about Mortal Kombat, the MKX comic series that run just before the game's release, it's like a prequel to MKX. Did the games, not the first game. They did do that anyway. That was really good. Like it's one of the best Mortal Kombat stories ever told, especially since it's in the comic format, not in the game format. That's genuinely impressive for that to happen, which is interesting. So do you like Myst or and Folklore? So I haven't played either of them or watched anything of them. Both. So actually, I don't know anything about them, whether they're any good or anything. So yeah, I can't really answer that question. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I don't really have an overly great uh, um I don't know anything about. I don't actually know what to say anymore. So yeah, let's just move on from that question because yeah, so that was sort of short or anything. But anyway, so who is my least favorite Vainglory character? With I can answer this without any hesitation. Saw. Oh, okay. There's some characters in games. Most characters in games, they're usually pretty balanced. They all have the weaknesses, the benefits, and they all have their pros and cons. Saw is one of those characters that their pros heavily outweigh their cons to the point where the cons virtually are non-existent. He can literally just stand there in the middle of lane shoot with virtually no consequences. It's Saw. I'm sorry, I really don't like Saw, as you can sort of see. But Saw's just he's really broken. He needs to get his damage nerfed. Super Evil Megacorp, make that happen. I've added so much stuff to a Vainglory IMDb page recently. That's random, but anyway. Uh, yeah. So for my least favorite Vainglory character, it's definitely Saw. The second least favorite is probably Flicker. Mostly because you need to get contraption. I don't usually play tanks. I don't like. um, is the technically the teammates. Flicker is adorable. He's annoying in game. You need to get a good tank to counter him. I play jungle, so you need to get contraption. One of my mates plays what's his name? Lyra and Fortress and stuff. He's really good at them, and he always gets contraption every time we play. Most of the time, in most matches, he gets contraption because specifically, I can't speak English. Specifically for that Flicker problem. If there was a team of like Flicker, Saw, and then I don't know what's an annoying character. I don't know. Let's get Koshka. There we go. So if there was a team like Koshka, Flicker, and Saw, done. Surrender instantly. No, I completely counted that pretty easily. Depends how your teammates are. I'm sort of like speaking myself up in the game, and then I want to like play with any of you guys, and feel like gonna go terribly. But no. So who is my favorite Vainglory character? So I've been playing Vainglory character since I would keep reading comics if DC made 90% of the superheroes female and with boring character development. Probably not. No. It's There's a way of making everything like equal. Okay, so this is sort of the problem. They should have just got They shouldn't like make like uh like female like kill the male version of the characters to make the female version of the characters. They should get the female characters that they have, e.g. Wonder Woman. That's basically Marvel. That's true. Um, they should get their existing characters that they have, female characters, strong female characters. So like let's go Cheetah. They can get Cheetah, Wonder Woman. I don't know why I'm using any Wonder Woman characters here. Like Cheetah, Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Batgirl. Get them, blow them up, and so they become like really mainstream popular characters. Not so they overshadow Batman, Superman, or anything like that. Make them so they're on par, like, directly on par with them. Wonder Woman is, but like other characters like that, I think that that would sort of fix the problem without doing the whole Marvel formula. If Marvel formula, if that makes any real sense. Does that make sense? I'm not sure if that sort of makes any sense. Thor, Iron Man, Wolverine, Mr. Fantastic, etc. Oh yeah, Thor with Jane Foster, Thor, Iron Man with I hate Riri Williams so much. Wolverine, X-23, the Wolverine thing, that's sort of set up for the hunt for Wolverine. Haven't read it, so I can't really do that. I haven't watched anything on it. So yeah, I keep up with some stuff that's coming out of Marvel. Like I think, okay, that's Ironheart is cancer. That's certainly one way to put it, and I actually probably wouldn't disagree with that. Ironheart is a really, really, really bad character. Yeah, Ironheart is not a good character at all. So yeah. So who was my favorite Vainglory character? So if I had to do three characters, like I did my least favorite characters, let's just recap that. Saw, Flicker, and Koshka. For my favorite characters, I can only probably do two. So I main Glaive. Glaive's my OG character. I've been playing him since I started the game. I still do it now. We often joke with the team, which is me, Astral Assassin, and Izuru. We often sort of joke. Remember when we used to play like Celeste, Lance, and then I always just played Glaive the whole time. But yeah, so we do sort of have that sort of thing. I don't know why I like changed my accent for the second, and that was weird. But yeah, so that is a common joke that gets thrown around. So yeah, so Glaive's definitely my favorite character within Vainglory. Um, he's my main. Always has been, always will. My secondary, my go-to boy is Reza. Uh, Jesus. Um, that was that, that was very unexpected. I was um yeah, Marvel Comics isn't good. Let's Jesus, now I'm doing an Obama. Um, yeah, he's not. Marvel Comics isn't that good now. But anyway, so my secondary character is my boy Reza. I can solo Kraken with Reza really reasonably easily. I only lose about a quarter health or so, less than a quarter health sometimes. Depends. Depends on the timing. If it times ever so slightly off. Uh, yeah. So in some ways, my Reza is pretty better than my Glaive, but that all depends on the other team that you get, if they can support you, if they can give you backup, uh, or anything like that. But yeah. So basically, so I can't actually think of a third character. So there's definitely characters that I like to play and that I think that are fun. So there's characters like Taka in some ways is fun. I don't like Taka anymore though. Taka used to be good. Now it's just absolutely terrible. Um, what's another character? Cruel's fun to play as. There's other characters that are fun to play as, but let's otherwise I'd be like rattling off the whole cast. My favorite character, personally, no, Glaive's not a human. He's actually there's an actual race of them. Um, Grangor, that's it. So Grangors are like things that like big cats like live in the mountain, and like Glaive comes down, and he has a confrontation with Ringo, cut off his arm or bit off his arm. I can't really entirely remember in the lore, but yeah. So anyway, let's get onto the stuff that's actually the important stuff, not the Q. Not I wouldn't say the important stuff because the Q&A was sort of important as well, but I'm just gonna add a topic. Wait a second. Give me a minute. Okay, never mind. I sort of like stuffed up having them. I'm looking at photos of Vainglory characters because it didn't download yet, and I want to ask who's Silvernail. Okay, so Silvernail is the newest character uh, in the game. He has a crossbow. Silvernail has the best personality in the game, hands down. Uh, his voice is really cool. He's a cool character. So he has a crossbow. His passive is double shot. So if he stands still, he shoots, and then he shoots 2 bolts at a time. That's a pretty cool sort of thing. Um, so he's a pretty complicated, tricky character to play. So he has his first ability is he throws like a vile thing and then like does like area damage onto a sort of point. Uh, and then his secondary ability is he has like tripwire hooks, so he can put them in different places. Then they connect up to each other, and that slows and silences his opponent. This pretty much slows like that silences means they can't use any of their abilities or anything while they're in it. And his ultimate is he shoots a massive crossbow bolt back, and then that flies them back really far and stuns them. No, if while the tripwire is up, if the crossbow bolt hits them into a tripwire, then it stuns them. Cool character. I really like the character. He released like 2 or 3 days ago. It was like 4 days ago now, but anyways. Okay, so anyway, Venom trailer. How does that Venom trailer look? Damn, that Venom trailer was good. I like the Venom trailer. The voice. I think a lot of people like voice is bad. I have trouble understanding it. Yeah, in some ways I could understand it fine. Like Iceland's pancreas, so many snacks all the time. That line mastered Venom. The ending line, the ending insult with Venom before he just bites the guy's head off. It was good, and then he just said like a turd in the wind. Why? Why? Why did he have to say that? Like, just why? Sony. What? Just, just what? Like, come on. Like, you could have put Because when I originally watched it, I thought he said like a bird in the wind. I don't know why. That's just I didn't really hear what he said clearly, and then I thought, okay, that's clearly what he said. That makes sense. And everyone was like, he said a turn in the wind. I'm like, what? So I replayed it, and I was like, damn. Okay, that's that's bad. Yeah. So if they had changed that, it would if Vainglory made a character named Comic Central and looks like you, but he has 1 HP and 1 attack, and I guess would you be happy or something else? No, no, I wouldn't be happy. Well, I mean, technically, I mean, they made it. They made a character of me. You know, I'll take that. Um, but 1 attack and 1 HP. This reminds me of a character a little while ago called Max Bob. He was virtually the god of Vainglory. Like he touched them and then he just died instantly, unlimited health, and everything was really broken. They never released him because reasons. But I'd be grateful that they put a character like that of me in the game, but and with 1 HP and the voice, it was like, no, you know, I want to do my own voice acting for that, you know, come on, you know, Super Evil Mega Corp, you know, hit me up. Yeah, but I think if it 1 attack and 1 HP, no. If I was going to like make a character and like pitch it, do you like The Walking Dead? Okay, I'll just finish that first. Wait, I'll just like write that down really quickly. Do I like The Walking Dead? I wrote that in caps lock. Whoops. Damn it. Anyway, so yeah, if they were to make a character like me, I'd be super grateful and stuff. But I like to pitch a character to them. So I was kind of like rough character ideas and stuff. And they're actually some of the ideas I have are actually pretty damn cool. If I do say so myself, that's sort of like speaking myself up. I don't want to do that. But yeah, I think that's an idea I have for a character. It's like a fire character, similar to Reza, but he's very different to Reza. But it's the same like fire sort of thing. But he just controls fire. He's not like a demon. I think that's a super cool idea. An idea that I have in my head is just amazing. I really want to put that into the game. I really want to pitch that to them. Considering Super Evil Mega Corp like never speak to me, but you know, anyway. Actually, give me a minute. Mute microphone. No, I don't want to mute my microphone. I'm gonna change the title. Speaking about Vainglory, because we've been speaking about Vainglory quite a bit. As I'm doing that, I was to talk a bit quickly about The Walking Dead. So I haven't watched much Walking Dead at all. I've watched okay. So I've watched a little bit of The Walking Dead. I've watched most of season 1. I really liked it, and I've kept up with like what's happening in each of the episodes. But I think it's just went sort of stupid now, so I don't watch it anymore. So yeah. So if it's still kept that sort of cool feel to it and like the realistic feel to it, but now it's just sort of went way off track. I think when they killed Glenn off, that was well done with Negan and stuff. But then they sort of just killed the character. I don't have any interest in watching it anymore. The comics, I've read a couple issues of the comics. That's about it though. The comics are actually quite well done. Issue 1 is absolutely amazing. Yeah, season 4 was good, but season 7 was yeah. So that is why I don't particularly want to continue to watch it. But anyway, so the Transformers universe is a thing. Bumblebee coming out. Bumblebee looks really good. I'm really happy with how Bumblebee's going. Bumblebee actually looks incredible now. I think the first Transformers movies, I was the only one who was happy when Negan killed Glenn. Yeah, so usually when a character like dies in something, like I'm not there, like how could that happen? You know, I'm like crying or anything. Like I'm always there, like yes, they killed it. Like I'm always like like cheering or something, or like just like laughing or something. So when they so, when Infinity War spoiler, if you haven't seen it, you know, I'll give you a minute to click off the video. So I'm assuming most people have seen Infinity War by this stage, but anyway, so in Infinity War, Thanos does his snap. When Spider-Man was disappearing, I'm okay. So I was like, yeah, yes, they actually had the balls to do that, and then they did that, but then I can't think, and then they started to kill Spider-Man off, and I'm like, Yes, I just started to laugh in the cinema, um, because they physically killed Spider-Man off. The bravery that they showed doing that, like damn, not many film companies would kill like such a major character off. He's coming back in Avengers 4. Everyone knows that, but damn, they actually could have. And I was like laughing and stuff. I don't really feel sad when characters die and stuff. Like my people think, oh, that's annoying. Like in Logan, I was like, oh, that's annoying they killed him off, but it was necessary. So I was like, that's genuinely impressive. Like plus respect for Fox. Fox is owned by Disney. Also should say plus respect for Disney at this stage. But anyway, getting back to the Transformers universe. So the Transformers universe, it's average. It's definitely has. It's probably had. It's doing better than the DCEU. But talking about upcoming movies for it. Bumblebee. Hey, that's pretty good. Bumblebee looks really good. Is there actually news coming out about Bumblebee recently? Let's see. Because I've been following Bumblebee, but not as heavily as that. And they have Starscream in it, like damn, they put Starscream in it, and the Starscream looks like the one from the original series. The original series, that is so sick. That is just amazing. Yeah, I haven't got a new trailer or anything out for Bumblebee in ages. I just follow every new trailer that comes out. I pretty much see, but yeah, it's really annoying because it's I'm like losing track of what I'm saying now. So it has good points. Definitely has really good points. But it also has very low points. So it's sort of like it's sort of like a wave in some way. So it goes up, down, up, down, up, down like that. So it has its high points and it has its really really low points, like Marina's Trench sort of points. Extinction was the issue. Yeah, it's yeah. I actually didn't listen to any of Extincion's music, so actually I don't have an opinion on his music or anything like that. So yeah. Anyway, um, Transformers Universe. It's average. It's definitely average. It's certainly average. Let's just say that. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about what it's like to finish a film or anything like that. So technically, Spider-Man: The Hunt right now, that's sort of like the face of films that I'm making right now. So I purposely released that trailer. That way people would like talk about it and say, "Hey, this is a thing that's happening." Um, but and stuff. If Hercules was real and he was your roommate, would you expose him or be his best friend? Yeah, I'd be Hercules' best friend because you could like expose him, like rip your head off or something. So to be that like massive fear, like I was like, hey, I have Hercules in my room. I just like grabs you and just like yeets you across the room or something. Like that would be like absolutely terrifying. That's exactly actually a good idea. My roommate is Hercules. Yes, that that would be an amazing movie. Just like the whole movie, he's just like trying to tell everyone that his roommate is Hercules, but then he like Hercules like just like comes in and is just like, what are you saying, boy? And then he's just like nothing. And he like comes home like Hercules. Yeah, by the end of the movie, he like comes in, um, as he's like exposing Hercules for real, and then he just like grabs you and just like throws him across the room, like it hits the wall. End of movie. 100%. That would be amazing. That would be brilliant. That would be absolutely amazing. But yeah. So Spider-Man: The Hunt is basically the face for their everything, so people can talk about that and everything. It's sort of like bright and happy sort of feel that Spider-Man has to it. I am working on other projects though, not just Spider-Man: The Hunt. Rip the bills. Um, so yeah, basically, um, I finished filming the ending for a film I'm working on yesterday, and finished editing and filming that. So now I just need to do the beginning, start and end, middle for it. So the feeling that you have after you've finished something like that is a feeling like unlike anything other. I think like the closest thing you can get to like so when you've like finished a film, you've put like hours upon hours upon hours of work. Oh my god. Okay, that's new. I don't. Boy, what? Okay, that's new. Anyway, so yeah. So I don't know what to say anymore. So yeah. So there's definitely it's a feeling unlike anything other when you finish a film like that. Uh, it's I wouldn't say like of a massive budget scale, but just when you finish a film, you've put like so many hours of work in, like hours and hours upon hours of work, an uncountable amount of hours into it, and you finish something like that. It is like the best feeling that you'll ever have in your life. So you know when you're doing like a math sum or something like this is like the first thing that comes into my head. So this is gonna work. When you're like a math sum or something, and then you like complete it, and then it's like that feeling, and you're like, I don't know how to do this, and you do it, and it's like you're super proud of yourself and happy that you did it. It's sort of like that, I guess, but it's like times that by like 200, and then that's sort of the what it's like to finish a film. It's it's good. But yeah, so I finished filming the ending for that, which I'm not going to reveal what it is or anything like that. It's not Spider-Man the Hunt. It's something else. It's going to be released before Spider-Man the Hunt. So, you know, but look out for that, I guess. But and I'm filming a short film which I'll release in about a week or so. Today. So that's nice. So this it's just gonna be like a little short film, like a minute or so. But it's I put a lot of work on that into that, and I hope it pays off when it actually finally releases. When it releases out to the public and it releases sort of to everyone, that they everyone's like, you know, that hey, this is pretty good. It's it's not really sort of the traditional sense of the word film, so it's not like a superhero film, so it's not like I don't know, it's not like Batman, Superman, Wolverine, or Captain America or something like that. It's can you film can your film have an Easter egg about my movie? No, 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 because I don't particularly know. Considering that last comment, I don't particularly want to know what type of movie you're making. Because that's put some mental images in my head that I seriously want to get out. But anyways, yeah. So finishing a film, it's really it's unlike anything other. So I'm going to be doing that. So anyway, the film it's not like what I just said. It's not like the Fantastic Four, Avengers, or like Justice League or something movie. It's something a little bit more low key. I guess it's sort of it's different to what you would expect from my channel. So it's not. I think that a lot of people might be like, this is like some real this. It might make some people like realize some stuff or so the aim of that film is just to sort of make people. It's not so it doesn't really. It has a pretty clear message in it. Like it's virtually pretty much said in the dialogue, but yeah, it's going to be interesting the reception from it. So I'm not expecting the video to get like tens of thousands of views. I'm expecting it to get like I don't know, like 10 at most. But of those 10 people that it does, I just really want it to be. Oh yeah, cool, cool. So is this like this still that movie that you were talking about, or is it a different movie you're now talking about? But yeah. So the movie that I'm going to release, the short film, it's more like a little advertisement, I guess. It should be more called. But yeah. So it's definitely going to be something. It's not sort of like that, but then the other films that I'm working on are all comic superhero related, which is which is cool. I'm talking about a movie I'm making. Yeah. So what movie are you making? Like, is it the strange movie that you're making that you said before, or is it the or is it an actual genuine, not cool film? That was really bad wording. That was really bad wording. Uh, as you can tell, I'm very good with words. Brilliant at it. So are you making like an action movie, or is it like an adventure movie? Drama maybe, romance? No, romance is weird. Well, weird, but you get what I mean. I don't know. It feels like, well, when you're like writing a script like a romance movie or something, it's really weird. Like it doesn't feel right, but then it doesn't. It really doesn't feel right. Like it just feels really weird. Uh, will the movie take place in one house? Um, so Spider-Man: The Hunt, that takes place in two locations. Takes place in like a park, forest. Okay, so three locations. It takes place in a park, a forest, and Peter's apartment. Um, so it's three locations for that. Um, the untitled film that I'm not, well, it's titled, but I'm not the film that I'm not revealing anything about, that I shot a bit for yesterday, the ending for anyway. Um, that takes place in two places, an alleyway and a house. That's not really an alleyway, but like a place and a house, I guess. I don't really want to reveal too much about that. I'll reveal more about it close to the date. That should be done in about the movie. The scenes almost. Oh my god. Okay, it is still that movie. Okay, that's. I don't particularly want to know anything about that. Uh, if it's that's new. This just got really weird, really awkward, and really weird, really quickly. Okay. Okay. So then the film that will be released in about a week or so, depending on how post production goes. That's set in one location, which it's sort of like an interview type thing, like you're interviewing the actual person watching it, like you're speaking directly to them. So like they're sitting there and you're like across the table and you're like they're saying something to you. So there's that. So I have nothing else to talk about right now. I'm completely out of ideas. As you can tell, I'm super unprepared for the live stream. A few dogs will be okay. Okay then. That is new. That is new. Yeah, with that, I have nothing else to talk about. If you guys don't have anything else to talk about, then this might just leave it to like a short live stream, which is new. Actually my longest live stream is about, I don't know, went for like two and a half hours or so. My shortest live stream will most likely be this one. So that's nice. Very nice. Coming up in my schedule, I have still hopping on the Aquaman hype train. There's more battle videos and everything like that. Okay then. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it here because this is getting really weird. Like really, really, really weird. Anyway. So, I hope you guys did enjoy this live stream, or if you're watching this later on down the line, I hope you enjoy it as well. If you guys have basic okay, so if you did like this live stream, make sure to hit that like button. And if you have any comments and thoughts and opinions on this, make sure to I'm talking about Toy Story 5. Yeah, the stream was short, but you know, don't have anything more to talk about. If you guys don't have anything else to talk about, then yeah. So if you have any thoughts and opinions on this stream, any topics you'd like me to cover in future videos, in future live streams, you know, pop them down in the comments below. If you Can you say something about Hercules? Okay, I'll say something quickly about Hercules. Hercules is an amazing character. Actually, Hercules is a good character. Like, I'm not going to deny that. Hercules is an interesting character. I might do some more Hercules stuff down in the future on my channel, actually. Like, not like a whole live stream dedicated to Hercules or anything like that, but, I don't know, like a battle video I might come up. Like, hey, let's do a, another battle video with Hercules in it. Who can I battle with Hercules? No idea. I'll get to that later on. But anyway. why is there so little comics about Hercules? That's probably because Hercules is not a very popular character and might not sell entirely well. But yeah, if you do have any more comments about future live streams, about stuff you want me to cover in future live streams, in future videos, any future video ideas, I pretty much already said that. But anyway, then put them down in the comment section below. I'm dying. Just 5 more minutes. Okay, we'll go for 5 more minutes. That's alright. Alright, so let's find something to talk about. Well, actually, the Aquaman movie. It's interesting. Did they release a new Aquaman trailer? TV spot. Okay. So Aquaman released a new TV spot recently. I haven't seen it. If I made a comment about Roommate Hercules, would you review it? Yeah, definitely. I'd review that. I would definitely review that. That'd be cool. That'd be cool, actually. To have like a Actually, that'd be really cool. To have a comic about like my roommate Hercules or something like that. That'd be interesting because you could look at it from lots of different dynamics and think, you know, where could this go? And you could not entirely like, it could be like sort of like the Vision, the 2015 series of the Vision. So it's like very compact and like, I don't know, compact probably isn't the right word, but I know you guys get what I mean. So it's like compacted into it's like it's sort of its own story, but then it like branches out at the end to like a bigger stories, I guess. But yeah, to do with Aquaman, I think it's probably gonna be good. It's James Wan is doing it. He did The Conjuring, Furious 7 and Saw and all that. So that just that right there, that gives me faith. That gives me faith right there. So yeah, basically, if he can do something like that, then you know that's that's pretty good. But yeah, I'm pretty much just repeating saying stuff right now because I have like zero idea what else to say. But definitely if he can do something like he did with Saw, and he virtually rebooted the Fast and Furious universe in some way. So that's the only Fast and Furious movie that I like is the one that James Wan made. So if he can do it at the DCEU, hands down, it was going to be amazing. If he fails, which he has before, then that's sad. Is the mental I'd probably not. Well, technically, if you could probably shoot him like a Skrull rifle and it would do some damage to him, like a Skrull sniper rifle or something. But Captain America's shield, it is breakable. So technically, well, this comes down to the thing: will Loki be able to blow Hercules' head up? If he can, then Captain America's shield is strong. Thor's hammer, Captain America's shield. What's harder? Thor's hammer, probably. Yeah, Captain America's shield can be broken. Wait, what? 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 Okay, now I'm just making yeah, Thor's hammer. Look, wait, no. Loki hasn't blown up Loki's head, but if he could, then it would tip ever so slightly into Captain America's favor, ever so slightly, like minuscule amount. So it's, yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? I'm not pronouncing. I'm saying this very good. You almost gave me a heart attack. Yeah, sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, now I'm like completely out of ideas for what to talk about anymore. So, yeah, if you guys did like this live stream, make sure to drop a like. I've pretty much covered all the comment stuff before, so I'm just gonna like, what are your thoughts on Marvel series? Marvel series is good. I like Marvel series. Marvel series is great, actually. Marvel series is cool. DC series is better though. So yeah, if you did like this video though and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. New videos always come out on new live streams. It depends on what I'm uploading. Always come out every Wednesday and Sunday. And with all of that said, I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be on Wednesday. Bye.